The Art Center, a sacred place to many at Mepham High School. Many people have heard of it, but does anyone really know what goes on down there? With the work of the art teachers, Ms. Stevens, Ms. Desmond, Ms. Bidermann, Ms. Kalish, and Ms. Federici, the Art Center is always buzzing with students coming in and out all day. So many questions about what really happens down there. What kind of classes and projects goes on down there? What secrets are held down there that no one knows? How did the center come to be, and why is it loved by so many students, past and present? The Art Center has everything. Dedicated students, hardworking teachers, and even a skeleton. With the help of the teachers, students are able to express themselves through all different forms of art, like sculpture, drawing, and painting. The students all have different reasons on what they like about the Art Center.
Well, I stay a lot for extra help. Yeah, I stay a lot for extra help. I come on my off periods every day.
Class anymore. It's more like a community, and you just kind of relax and you get to do your own thing. You don't have to stay with the curriculum anymore.
Just like different people than what I see every day in my regular class.
Everyone's just like so welcoming, and it's so like empty and free. You can just do whatever you want.
It's a place where creative minds come together to create beautiful art projects, all different kinds.
Every day is different. You never really know what's going to happen. Really all depends.
Most days it's a little chaotic. Everyone's working on their own stuff, especially because we're in the AP art class, so everyone's concentration is different. So you'll have some people painting, some people just working on computers, some people are sculpting.
Plaster, cardboard, clay, like skulls and stuff. You could basically do whatever you want, though.
Oil pastels, pencils, and painting.
The Art Center is a pretty cool place because it's where a lot of the classes happen at once.
This year I did AP art and photography before.
There is AP art, which is advanced placement art. All of the drawing and painting classes happen down there, so it's paint 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sculpture 1, 2, 3, and 4 also happen at the Art Center.
But overall, it's a really nice place to work on stuff, to meet interesting people, make new friends and whatnot.
I've taken studio, photo, creative suite, and sculpture, and I love them.
Usually I start by making sure the room is pretty clean and organized.
So first thing in the day, I usually set up the dark room.
Getting the artwork out on the table so everyone has what they need right when they walk in the door. And then I like to pop up a little something on the screen, maybe a checklist of what's gonna happen today, maybe a fun picture, just to kind of get the kids excited when they walk in the door.
And then I make sure all the tables are clear, because sometimes I have ninth graders up here, so we leave their paintings out.
Probably art. That's the main thing. I enjoy, I feel like it's a class where I can really be relaxed and enjoy myself while making art.
Because I get to do what I love, and it's like I get help on it too.
Being there, and some people, you know, if students are looking at your artwork, they kind of give their own input. You get other ideas from it. it's a good community just to talk with each other.
For right now, I'm working on this color pencil drawing for photorealism.
Lots of art. We do paintings, we did sculptures, drawing here and there. Currently working on a drawing too, so lots of stuff.
A lot of creativity, a lot of fun, and just a lot of beautiful art.
The class is fun because, well, it's kind of just what I want to do when I get older. I want to be a digital artist and stuff, and I feel like this is just the first step I have to take in order to pursue that particular career path.
Just having like a break from all of your other classes, your main classes.
The community.
Literally, art's the only thing I look forward to all day.
I think the weirdest place in the art center is probably Narnia.
Oh yeah, that's pretty weird.
Probably Narnia. There's a lot of weird stuff in there.
Narnia.
Hello everyone, I'm Jake Winkleman, and today we're exploring the art center. Now, everything has its own little story. This white door, it's probably from the 1700s. Now, if we enter this white door, we're gonna enter Narnia. Here we are, mates. Now, this is gas. And I'm not quite sure what it's for, but it's clearly labeled. Anyway, folks, if we dig deeper into Narnia, oh, it's dark in here. This is gonna be interesting, everybody. Ooh. Anyways, folks, we are standing next to some wine bottles and some champagne. Now, each little bottle has its own little backstory, and each little bottle is clearly art. Anyways, folks, we're gonna enter into some nice tea pottery. Man, I wish I could have some tea right now. Anyways, man, we're gonna enter into nice stainless steel pots. These are clearly the greatest of the greatest stainless steel. Man, these are wonderful, folks. Now, if we enter into some art supplies, we're gonna have some wonderful tasty grapes. And man, I wish I could eat some right now, folks. Alright, teammates, here we are with this wonderful ancient bird. I'm pretty sure it's from World War II. And we're also here with some inappropriate things as well. Anyways, mates, we're going to enter into the second room of Narnia. Ho, 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 ho. We have some interesting things here. Here we are with a nice rusty spring. It's actually quite heavy. Now, if we get into the little details of this small area, we're gonna see we have some beautiful musical instruments that are all perceived as art, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if we get into, look at this. It's a beautiful pumpkin. Man, I am getting quite hungry. Anyways, folks, this is a beautiful ancient starfish. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that is Patrick. Look at this briefcase. Very small, but very durable. This is from the 1600s, ladies and gentlemen, and it's still standing without any scrapes. Wow. Anyways, folks, we're going to enter. Look at this beautiful scooter. I don't even know what that is, but that is art, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, teammates, this was Narnia, and this place has still so many mysteries that are untold. So, I will see you all in the next adventure.
Custodians are amazing. Whenever we need anything, they're more than willing to throughout the whole year, getting our supplies to the different rooms, helping us move things around, move furniture, working with the different machines that we have that sometimes break down and we need to fix, using our paper cutters. Just basically they're willing to do whatever to make sure that we have everything we need to do our job properly.
Well, we make sure that we're available to them to take care of whatever needs they may have. Their department, relies on us a little more heavily than some others because of the size of the items that they get, and with the art shows and the hanging of some of the artwork and things like that, we have to give them a little bit more special attention.
The custodians do so much for us. They are there for us whenever we need anything. We could not function without the custodians. They help us set up for the art show. They get us anything we need. If something breaks, they're there. There's nothing we could do that they don't touch.
They are always there when we need something. They're always willing to help us out. They help with all our crazy ideas and moving classroom furniture, and anytime our equipment's broken, they come and they help us out very quickly. So we love them.
Any problem in the art center, he's got a solution. We bought a ton of easels for the draw paint kids a bunch of years ago, and then when we got them in, we realized we had no way to store it, and he made the easel carrier. If you go in the mat room, there's this very strange storage contraption for an easel that I don't remember what it was, but he made it into the easel carrier. Back when we used to set up the art show down here, all kinds of problems would happen with that because it was set up in this very small space, including maybe classes would be leaving, and so panels would be really heavy panels, 60 pounds, maybe more, would be half assembled, and my class would be leaving, and I'd be standing there like this, holding up hundreds of panels or however much it was, in between classes with nobody to help, and he would just always walk in at the right time and help us out when we needed it. It's like a good person to have around.
There's been so many times that we can't figure something out, or we know in a pinch that we need the help of somebody else capable, and we know we can count on them. Anything from like the fact that we need our sinks more than like an English teacher needs a sink, and when the sinks are broken or dripping, we don't even have to question the fact that they'll be there within a few minutes to help us and get us back up and running. So we'd be lost without them.
We help them hang up, their artwork, around the building. Yearly, they do those big 4x8 posters that are actually on wood. We mount those. We help them hang the artwork up in the main office that gets displayed throughout the year. We move supplies around for them, get them set up with their art show. That is actually coming up next week.
We probably only get like 1/8 of our projects done because they're always there for us. I can't imagine even just having supplies without them. They deliver it all where it needs to go. Like I said, they fix our equipment, and they're just amazing.
He's the fairy godfather of the art center. He's the guy that makes it all happen behind the scenes.
I'm sure there's a lot of things that they don't know about us, but the one thing that I can say that I hope that they will realize is that we're all definitely dedicated to the students and to the faculty of this district, and just want to do the right thing for everybody.
I've seen it.
The art center is way bigger than anybody really understands, because there's all these crazy wings, and it's really dark in the separate storage rooms, and there's the sand cellar, and it's huge. You yell down there in the sand cellar and it echoes. I would not be surprised if it is actually haunted.
Hi, I'm Adam Barbera. You know me from Talking Cookies, and you know that I love Oreos, but in reality, I love ghost hunting. So today, we're gonna check the sand cellars of the Art Center, because as we've heard from multiple people, it is in fact haunted. So, I got this. Okay, it's really dark in here. Oh God. Okay, I'm fine, this is fine. Ooh. This place is creepy. Look at that shoe. Who could have worn that shoe? Was it a Sasquatch? Or was it a ghost? We don't know, but... Oh, God. Oh, no. I don't like that. Anyways, I'm not getting good vibes from this. Like, there's a lot of broken old things in here. And since the school is so old, and we've seen the art center has only been the art center has been around for a while, so it wouldn't make sense for there to be some lingering spirits in the sand cellars.
When I came down, the door was closed upstairs, so there's nobody here except for me. And I was in complete view of the whole art center when I heard a door way, way, way back at the end, far into the art center, close. And so I went back there. I thought maybe somebody got stuck back there or something. And I opened the door and I called and I said, "Is anybody there?" Took the lights off. So I thought maybe if they were hiding, they would get scared and come out. Waited a couple minutes. Anybody there? Nothing. No one was there.
This is underneath like the entire school, or at least a section of it. So let's take a look. Okay. That's a table. I don't. It looks like people were like playing here. Like, yeah, let's have our ghost drinks. So, yeah, and you can still see from previous art projects right over here that there is sand that was painted. And look, some of it's stuck together. Oh, God. Don't do ghosts, please. I'm not ready for this. I'm too young. But they, oh God. Okay, so we're getting through it, and wonder if anybody used this in the past couple years. So, whatever. Okay, this place is creepy. Goodbye, ghosts.
There are things that happen down there that we can't always explain, and that there might be some sort of other presence down there. Whether or not it's haunted, I don't have definite proof of.
I'm not doing this anymore. Oh my gosh. Oh no, don't. Ah. Ew. The lights shut off. That wasn't me. And so we're out.
Gray is the enemy of all painting.
Let us banish from our palette all earth colors. Keep the brushstroke distinct, not fused.
And thus secure energy and freshness.
The greater the opposition in color, the greater the brilliance.
When the art center opened in the 70s, I think it was part necessity and part collaboration. We used to have the art department in what's now the studio rooms, which were shop rooms back in the day.
George Meslagides, who's the founder of the art center, decided that they were outgrowing this space. So he asked the school if he could take over the basement, and they, because at that point it was just storage. So they converted the room into 4 large classrooms and 1 giant open space for us.
Everybody knew him. He had great personality. You just wanted to be around him. He was a great guy.
I didn't personally have him because he was retired way before me, but I have a cousin that had him and said that he was just a really insanely awesome teacher that would just inspire you to do anything and was really cool with metal.
This is George's brain trust. I inherited this from Joan, who inherited it from George. And if you look through these, it's incredible stuff. They are all of his lesson plans from when he was teaching here. So, well, all of them that he left for me anyway, or for all of us. On aesthetics, advertising, drawing, painting, quotations from famous artists.
To know what you prefer instead of humbly saying amen to what the world tells you you ought to prefer is to have kept your soul alive. Robert Louis Stevenson.
The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently.
Stress space, negative and positive, size, shape, and direction. Focus on cohesion and segregation. Black equals positive form, white equals positive form, black plus one color. And all of his notes and ideas about whatever it is he thought would be the focus of this are all in here. It's really kind of incredible stuff.
He was a huge part of developing the art center in the lower part of the building.
I mean, he invented it in the first place, just where it is and how it operates. They were doing it at the same time. But beyond that, he kind of set the standard, training art students even at the age of 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, which is really fairly young in the world, to take it seriously as a potential career, but also as an outlet for them personally.
Hello and welcome. I'm Bob Ross, and I'm back just to welcome the Mepham Art Department. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Now I gotta say, what does art mean? I did.
Art's everything you encounter in an everyday space has been touched by an artist. The chairs you sit in, the cars you drive in, everything has been touched by some sort of designer or artist. So to actually answer what art is almost impossible.
Great answer. Thank you. Believe that you can do it, because you can do it.
Thanks, Bob.
Now, what got you into art teaching?
I went to school for art and I didn't want to be an art teacher. So my undergrad's in ceramics. And then I started teaching little kids and I was like, this is so much fun. And then I went to school for art education and came back here. Yeah.
Those are very wonderful trees, happy trees. Great stories. Now, would you say as art teachers, you all have a great bond together that this whole art department brings?
Yeah. We're a small department, so overall, I think it's something, it's like any relationship, you have to work at it, but we are probably closer than a lot of other departments, just sheer numbers wise.
Yeah.
It's like us against the world, but not really against. It's just like us and then them.
We have to have each other's back, right, in order to remain here. You know, Callum was my student 10 years ago, and now she's a mom, and she works in the same room as me, and, you know.
Craziness.
I was in, like, Kelly's interview, and we hired her. Like, it's, you know, it's like a long, it's like...
Let's build some clouds. Let's build some trees, too. Would you say that's the best part of being an art teacher, or you have other things you would?
I think trying to get people to get outside their comfort zone can be upward battle sometimes.
Yes.
And, you know, getting them to just actually look with their eyes and not with their head, because it's a totally different experience doing the two. So getting someone to just stop and shut their brain off and just look at what we need them to look at can be difficult sometimes. But then once they realize what you're trying to show them, then they get the oh, you know, kind of moment, and then it all gets better. But getting them to that point sometimes can be hard.
Yeah.
I can't get this hand.
No mistakes. Just happy accidents.
Thanks, Bob.
Now, with being an art teacher, there come many projects. What would you say is your favorite project that you've done?
My favorite project is my beginning photo students make their own cameras from scratch, and it's like they literally have a bunch of household items, they put them together and it becomes a camera that they can print pictures from. It's called a pinhole camera, and it's a lot of fun because everybody has a camera now. It's not like it's not as spectacular as it used to be, but everybody can snap a picture, but now they're making it all from scratch, and then they get to take the pictures into the darkroom and actually put them into the chemicals, and you can see them appear, and there's always that like, moment when it starts to appear in the developer, and that's my favorite, hands down my favorite moment in my classroom every year.
You did the camera obscura. Yes. For me this year, that was one of the coolest things you've done.
I never took it down.
It's still there.
It's still in the conference room.
All this artwork in the art department. When you're not here, do you prefer to just relax and get away from the art, or do you keep it going when you get, free time?
I do it all the time. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. I try to. Yeah. I paint with my kids a lot. So.
That's awesome.
They're pretty awesome. Yeah, and then I draw back into theirs. Well, you do the same. Yeah.
Well, there you have it. Thank you, Mepham Department. Thank you, and thank you for watching. And thank you.
Bob. Thank you, Bob. Thank you.
Well, to be honest, I don't really know how many exits there are.
Oh, I do not know where all the exits are.
No.
No.
There's a lot, so I know where some of them are, but where all of them are.
Alrighty mates, here we are back in the art center. Now believe it or not, this art center is very cavernous and there's a bunch of hallways leading to many different places and it's very easy to get lost. Take it from this guy. He was supposed to be a 1950 Mepham graduate, but instead he ended up as a skeleton. Here we are, mateys, back in the art center, and I'm standing in front of another hidden gem. Let's explore. Now, behind me is a wonderful, beautiful exit sign. Now we'll find out what this really leads to, but before we do that, I see we got some nice cinder blocks, and why not just see if it's rock solid. It's rock solid. And if we take a look at this beautiful yellow cabinet, we're gonna see the words for Mabel. Now I don't know what that really means, guys, but we'll find out one day or another. Anyways, mates, let's see what's in here. Ho ho ho. Another beautiful hidden gem. Wow. Half man, half skull. We're gonna see a nice gray door. Now, let's give it a knock. Now let's give it a listening. I don't hear anything, mates. Let's see if it's open. It's not a good day for us. Oh wells, we have another great door, and if we're lucky enough, it'll be open this time. But we're not. Anyways, mates, here we are, exploring some more beautiful artwork, and we're going to see what this exercise really leads to, and it looks like it actually does lead to an exit, which will allow an alarm to sound off. And I'm not trying to get kicked out of campus, so I'm not gonna open it. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning into another segment of Art Center Exploration, and I'll see you all in the next one.
There's art club on Thursdays. There's always kids down here making artwork, whether that's for a class or for something else. A lot of times going through what's going to go in a college portfolio, or if they're having a show. Sometimes we get juried exhibitions together after school for select kids, or kids that are applying for certain programs, like the Cal Arts or Adelphi's for the Love of Art, or any of those kinds of things.
So you just... No.
We try to close up shop around 3. In the olden days, we were here till dinner time some days, but we try to close up around 3 most days.
We can do whatever.
Yeah.
It's calming. I really have a time limit.
Yeah. One of the only classes this senior year that I've actually enjoyed being a part of, because it's not just like a class anymore, it's more like a community.